Sit properly.
Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, हरे कृष्ण गिरीश प्रभु जी।
యా ప్రభు
దండవత్ ప్రణామం ప్రభుజీ. ప్రభుజీ నిన్న చైతన్య చరితామృత అయిపోయింది ప్రభుజీ, 13th చాప్టర్. సో వీ కెన్ వాట్ వీ నీడ్ టు స్టార్ట్ ప్రభుజీ?
అయిపోయిందా ప్రభు?
చైతన్య చరితామృత అయిపోయింది. అది నేను ఇంకా అది స్కాన్ చేయలేదు ప్రభుజీ, సుబోధిని. కెన్ యూ స్టార్ట్ శ్రీమద్ భాగవతం ప్రభుజీ?
అదే చేద్దాం. 4th చాప్టర్ కదా.
యా. దీప మాతాజీ, హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ. కెన్ యూ మేనేజ్ ద కాల్ ఆఫ్టర్ 8:40 మాతాజీ?
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
8:40 తర్వాత ఏమైనా పాసిబుల్ అవుతుందా మాతాజీ?
Yeah, Prabhuji, but I'll have to log off at 9:10 or 9:15 maximum, Prabhuji.
ఓకే ఓకే మాతాజీ. అదే నేను కూడా ఇవాళ తొందరగా వెళ్ళాలి మాతాజీ ఆఫీస్కి.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah.
యా మాతాజీ 9:10, 9:15 we can wrap up. No worries.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Okay.
So then I am sharing from we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam Prabhuji. Is it okay?
యా చేద్దాం.
Okay sir. Mangalacharan prayers here Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, మీరు ఎన్నింటికి you want me to take over, Prabhuji?
8:40 Mataji, exactly 8:40, 8:45.
Okay, Prabhuji.
8:30 అయినా ఓకే Mataji. అంటే మీకు ఏమైనా
లేదు, I have to prepare breakfast, so I'll speed that up and I'll take over by 8:40.
Yeah, okay Mataji. 8:45 అయినా ఓకే Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah. నేను అయిపోయిన వెంటనే మెసేజ్ పెడతాను, మీరు చెప్పండి.
ప్రభుజీ హరే కృష్ణ.
హరే కృష్ణ మాతాజీ.
ప్రభుజీ తీసుకుంటలేండి, మాతాజీ బిజీ ఉన్నారంట కదా, నేను తీసుకుంటలేండి. ఓకే,
షూర్ మాతాజీ. 8:40 తర్వాత మాతాజీ 8:45. మీరు సిస్టంలో అయితే అన్ని లాగిన్ అయి పెట్టుకోండి మాతాజీ. శ్రీమద్ భాగవతము తర్వాత
ఆ వరుసది కూడా ఓపెన్ చేసి పెట్టుకో.
నాకు కొంచెం షేర్ చేయండి మీరు ఇవాళ ఏంటో.
లేదు 3
శ్రీమద్ భాగవతం మాతాజీ 3rd canto 4th chapter కదా ప్రభుజీ?
ఒక్క నిమిషం అది 3rd అయిపోయింది. 2, 3 అయిపోయింది. 4th కరెక్ట్.
Prabhu, sorry, I came and I am disturbing the tranquility of this call.
Disturb, yes.
Gita, Prabhu?
You can disturb, bro. No problem.
Yeah, from here starts, Prabhu.
What happened?
ఇప్పుడు క్రియేషన్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది ప్రభు. ఎక్కడి నుంచి అంటే ఇప్పుడు చాప్టర్ 4 Vidura will start asking questions to Maitreya. Okay? And Maitreya will answering about the creation of the universe, Prabhu. ఒక 10 chapters లో ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తున్నామో ఏమవుతుందో ఏం అర్థం కాదు ప్రభు. బట్ స్టిల్ లెట్ us continue. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just giving you this what is going to happen.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, can you start Mangalacharan prayer, Prabhuji? Girish Prabhuji.
Sure, Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjanashulakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangam langāyate yatkripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Om apavitra pavitro va sarva vasangato va Yasmare Pundarikaksham Sabhakyabhyantaram Sujihi Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. Thank you, Prabhu. Today's BG calendar I'm just checking here. March 14 today from Bhagavad Gita 3.26 and 3.27. Let me quickly recite and read translation. Na buddhi vedam janayed ajnanam karma sanginam joshayat sarva karmani vidvan yukta samacharan prakrute kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimodhatma kartaham iti manyate. So as not to disrupt the minds of ignorant men attached to the fruitive results of prescribed duties, a learned person should not induce them to stop work. Rather, by working in that spirit of devotion, he should engage them in all sorts of activities for the gradual development of Krishna consciousness. The spirit soul is bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks himself the doer of activities that are inactually carried out by the three modes of material nature. Prakriti Kriyamanani Gunai Karmani Sarvasha Ahankara Muratma Kartaham iti manyate. Prabhupada frequently quotes, I am the doer, I am the controller, I am the master, I am the proprietor, I am the enjoyer. So the false ego treats us like that. And how these false ego carried out, basically these three modes only. False ego in three modes. And previous verse, Krishna says that, of course, fruitive workers there, do not disturb their minds of these ignorant men. They are too much attached to prescribed duties, fruitive activities. But a learned person should engage them, should induce them, induce them to stop work, rather by working in the spirit of devotion. So karma yoga with bhakti. He should engage them in all sorts of activities for the gradual development of Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is a gradual, eventual, slowly and steady process, not a overnight. Krishna consciousness is lifetime. We don't know. We may Krishna's mercy we may achieve the ultimate perfection, but not sure until we get rid of all the various activities. Thank you very much, Prabhu. You can continue.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, 1 minute. So I shared that Subodhini section wise.
Yeah, better. Yes. Better. Plus what and Prabhu? Yeah.
Hare Krishna Deepa Mataji.
ఇది చిన్నగా కనబడుతుంది సో ఇంకా పెట్టండి.
పెడతాను.
మొత్తం ఎన్ని వర్స్లు ఉన్నాయి ప్రవీణ?
36.
Okay. Yeah, you all continue. Thank you very much.
Vidura approaches Maitreya. 1 to 3. Disappearance of the Yadus. The Yadus drank liquor, became delirious, and destroyed each other by the influence of the Lord's Maya. 4 to 13. Lord Krishna met Uddhava and Maitreya Rishi. 4 to 8. At Dwarka, the Lord told Uddhava to go to Badrikashram, but Uddhava followed him to Prabhasa, and now Krishna sitting under a banyan tree. And saw Krishna sitting under a banyan tree. 9. Maitreya arrived there out of own accord. 10 to 13. The Lord was more attentive to Uddhava. Knowing your desire for my association, I awarded, this is your last life. I spoke the Chatushloki to Brahma. 14 to 18. Overwhelmed Uddhava glorified and prayed to the Lord. 15. I prefer your service over the 4 Purusharthas. 16 to 17. Your activities bewilder even the wise. 18. Kindly explain to me the knowledge of yourself. 19 to 22, hearing from the Lord, Uddhava started for Badrikashrama. 19 to 20, Lord instructed Uddhava about his Paramam Sthitim. 21 to 22, to mitigate the separation, Uddhava decided to follow the Lord's instruction to go to Badrikashrama. 23 to 27, Vidura sought spiritual knowledge from Uddhava. Uddhava directed Vidura to Maitreya to avoid Maryada Vyatikrama. 28 to 32, Uddhava's special role after the disappearance of the Lord. Krishna decided to depart and thought that Uddhava can disseminate the transcendental knowledge about him. 33 to 36, Vidura's enlightenment by Uddhava and further journey. 33 to 35, hearing from Uddhava and understanding that the Lord remembered him at the last moment, Vidura cries. 36, meets Maitreya on bank of Ganges. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, ఇది కూడా చదవండి మాతాజీ.
Yes, Prabhuji. ఇది మనం శ్లోక చేయక్కర్లేదు కదా?
శ్లోక అవసరం లేదు. Disappearance of Yadus.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thereafter, all of them, the descendants of Vrishni and Bhoja, being permitted by the Brahmanas, partook of the remnants of prasada and also drank liquor made of rice. By drinking, they all became delirious, and bereft of knowledge, they touched the cores of each other's heart with harsh words. Purport. In ceremonies, when Brahmanas and Vaishnavas are sumptuously fed, the host partakes of the remnants of foodstuff after the guest has given permission. So the descendants of Vrishni and Bhoja family formally took permission from the Brahmanas and ate the prepared foodstuff. Kshatriyas are permitted to drink at certain occasions, so they all drank a kind of light liquor made of rice. By such drinking, they became delirious and bereft of sense, so much so that they forgot their relationship with one another and used harsh words which touched the cores of each other's hearts. Drinking is so harmful that even such a highly cultured family becomes affected by intoxication and can forget themselves in a drunken state. The descendants of Vrishni and Bhoja were not expected to forget themselves in this way, but by the will of the Supreme it happened, and thus they became harsh towards one another. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Samyukta Mataji. Hare Krishna, Vani Mataji.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Please read it.
Yes, Prabhuji. Translation. As by the fiction of bamboo's destruction takes place, so also at sunset by the interaction of the faults of intoxication, all their minds became unbalanced and destruction took place. Purport. When there is need of fire in the forest, by the will of the Supreme, it takes place due to the friction among the bamboos. Similarly, the descendants of Yadus were all destroyed by the will of the Lord by the process of self-destruction. Just as there is no possibility of the fire occurring deep in the forest due to human effort, so also there was no power in the universe which could vanquish the descendants of Yadu, who were protected by the Lord. The Lord wanted them to be so destroyed, and thus they obeyed his order, as indicated by the word Tad Anujanam. ఇది ఏంటో నాకు కనిపించట్లేదు ప్రభుజీ. Anugyata. Okay. The font is so small. I'm not able to increase the font also. Okay. యాక్చువల్గా నా ఫోన్ లో నేను జూమ్ చేసుకుంటే అయ్యేది, ఎందుకు అవ్వట్లేదు ప్రభుజీ ఈ రోజు? I could zoom into my phone.
మాకు మామూలుగా ఉంది మాతాజీ, ఫాంట్ పెద్దనే ఉంది మాది, ఐ మీన్ ల్యాప్టాప్ లో.
ఓకే.
హరే కృష్ణ మాధవి మాతాజీ, చిన్నగా ఉందా ప్రభుజీ? ఫాంట్ ఇస్ ఓకే ప్రభుజీ?
అంటే నేను ఫోన్ లో లాగిన్ అవుతాను కదా ప్రభుజీ రోజు పొద్దున, ఐ ఫైండ్ ఇట్ డిఫికల్ట్ టు రీడ్. That's okay. Should I continue or anyone else?
Yeah, we'll give to someone, Mataji. Madhavi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Danda Pranam.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, the personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, after foreseeing the end of his family by his internal potency, went to the bank of the river Saraswati, sipped water, and sat down underneath a tree. Purport. All the above mentioned activities of the Yadus and Bojas were executed by the internal potency of the Lord because he wanted them to be dispatched to their respective abodes after he had finished his mission of descent. They were all his sons and grandsons and were given complete protection by the paternal affection of the Lord. How they could be vanquished in the presence of the Lord is answered in this verse. Everything was done by the Lord himself. Swatma Maya Yaha. The Lord's family members were either incarnations of his plenary expansions or demigods from the heavenly planets. And thus, before his departure, he separated them by his internal potency. Before being dispatched to their respective abodes, they were sent to the holy place of Prabhasa, where they performed pious activities and took food and drink to their heart's content. It was then arranged for them to be sent back to their abodes so that others could see that the powerful Adu dynasty was no longer in the world. In the previous verse, the word Anugyanatha, indicating that the whole sequence of events was arranged by the Lord, is significant. These particular pastimes of the Lord are not a manifestation of his external energy or material nature. Such an exhibition of his internal potency is eternal, and therefore one should not conclude that the Yadus and Bojas died in a drunken state in an ordinary fratricidal war. Sri Jiva Goswami comments on these instances as magical performances. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Prabhuji, ఇది భోజాస్ అంటే ఎవరు ప్రభుజీ?
Vrishnis, Bhojas, Andhakas Prabhu, వీళ్ళు ముగ్గురు ఏంటంటే descendant, what to say, predecessors of our Yadus. Haribol.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
వీళ్ళందరూ వాళ్ళు ప్రభుజీ హైర్స్. యదువులందరూ కూడా యాదవులందరూ కూడా అక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చిన అనమాట. మీరు ఇప్పుడు అది మన భాగవతం ఫ్యామిలీ ట్రీ ఉంది కదా ప్రభు, అది చూస్తే మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది. వృష్ణిస్, అంధకాస్, భోజాస్ వీళ్ళందరూ కూడా ఒకే ఫ్యామిలీలో నుంచి వస్తారు అన్నమాట. కృష్ణ ఫ్యామిలీని భోజాస్ అంటారు, వృష్ణిస్ అంటారు.
ఓకే. లావణి మాతాజీ, హరే కృష్ణ.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Text 344. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada, Srila
ఈ
Prabhupada.
వాయిస్ కొంచెం చిన్న వస్తుంది మాతాజీ, కొంచెం.
Is it okay, Prabhuji?
నా ఓకే మాతాజీ.
Yeah. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. The Lord is the vanquisher of the distresses and one who is surrendered unto him. Thus he who desired to destroy his family told me previously, go to Badrikashrama. Purport. While at Dwaraka, Uddhava was warned to avoid the distresses which were to follow the disappearance of the Lord and the destruction of the Yadu dynasty. He was advised to proceed to Badrikashrama because there he could associate with great devotees of Naranarayana, and in their association of devotional service, he could increase his eagerness for chanting, hearing, knowledge, and detachment.
చదవండి మాతాజీ.
Yeah, translation. 3.4.5 translation. Yet, in spite of my knowing his desire to destroy the dynasty, O Arindama Vidura, I followed him because it was impossible for me to bear separation from the lotus feet of the Master.
ఇది కూడా చదవండి మాతాజీ.
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji. 3.4.6 translation. Thus following, I saw my patron and master, Lord Sri Krishna, sitting alone and deeply thinking, taking shelter on the bank of the river Saraswati, although he is the shelter of the goddess of fortune. Purport. Those who are in the renounced order of life often take shelter underneath a tree.
The Lord was found by Uddhava in that condition of taking shelter as do persons who have no shelter. Because he is the proprietor of everything, everywhere is his shelter and everywhere is under his shelter. The entire material and spiritual cosmic manifestation is sustained by him, and therefore he is the shelter of everything. So there was nothing astonishing in his taking shelter of in the way of the unsheltered who are in the renounced order of life. Hare Krishna. Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Sirisha, can you read? Want to read?
Hare Krishna. Translation. The Lord's body is blackish, but is eternal, full of bliss and knowledge, and very, very beautiful. His eyes are always peaceful, and they are reddish like the rising morning sun. I could immediately recognize him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead by his 4 hands, different symbolic representations, and yellow silk garments.
Continue.
Translation. The Lord was sitting, taking rest against a young banyan tree, with his right lotus foot on his left thigh. And although he had left all household comforts, he looked quite cheerful in that posture. Perfect. According to Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura, the Lord sitting posture, keeping his back against the newly grown banyan tree, is also meaningful. Aswatha, the banyan tree, is so called because the tree does not die very quickly. It continues to live for many, many years. His legs and their energies are the material ingredients, which are 5 in all: earth, water, fire, air, and sky. The material energies represented by the banyan tree are all products of his external potency and are therefore kept to his back. And because this particular universe is the smallest of all, the banyan tree is therefore designated as small or as a child. Kyakta Pipalam indicates that he had now finished his pastimes in this particular small universe. But since the Lord is absolute and eternally blissful, there is no difference between his leaving or accepting something. The Lord was now prepared to leave this particular universe and go into the another, just as the sun rises on one particular planet and sets in another simultaneously, but does not change its own situation. Thank you, Pancha.
Hare Krishna, Sandhya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam.
Please do.
Yes, Prabhuji. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. At that time, after traveling in many parts of the world, Maitreya, a great devotee of the Lord and a friend and a well-wisher of the great sage Krishna Dwapayana Vyasa, reached to that spot out of his own perfect accord. Purport. Maitreya was one of the disciples of Maharshi Parashara, the father of Vyasadeva. Thus, Vyasadeva and Maitreya were friends and mutual well-wishers. By some fortunate accident, Maitreya reached the place where Lord Krishna was resting. To meet the Lord is not an ordinary incident. Maitreya was a great sage and a learned scholar philosopher, but not a pure devotee of the Lord. And therefore, his meeting with the Lord at the time may have been due to Agnata Sukruti or some unknown devotional service. Pure devotees always engage in pure devotional activities, and therefore their meeting with the Lord is natural. But when those who are not up to that standard meet the Lord, up to that standard meet the Lord, it is due to the unforeseen fortune of accidental devotional service.
This is important, very important. Ajnata Sukriti. Don't know how it will help us, but Maitreya also reached in the same way, out of Ajnata Sukriti, not by devotion. Okay. Accidentally, he performed some devotional service, because of which he could meet Lord at that point of time. But see, Uddhava, even though he is very pure devotee, he is now directing Vidura to Maitreya. So that is pure devotee. Yes, Prabhu, please go ahead. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Sabal Prabhuji. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Sabal.
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, please.
Translation. Maitreya Muni was greatly attached to him, the Lord, and he was listening in a pleasing attitude with his shoulder lowered, with a smile and a particular glance upon me. Having allowed me to rest, the Lord spoke as follows. Purport. Although both Uddhava and Maitreya were great souls, the Lord's attention was more on Uddhava because he was a spotlessly pure devotee. A Jnana Bhakta, or one whose devotion is mixed with a monistic viewpoint, is not a pure devotee. Although Maitreya was a devotee, his devotion was mixed. The Lord reciprocates with his devotees on basis of transcendental love and not on basis of philosophical knowledge or fruitive activities. In the transcendental loving service of the Lord, there is no place for monistic knowledge or fruitive activities. The gopis in Vrindavana were neither highly learned scholars nor mystic yogis. They had spontaneous love for the Lord, and thus they became their heart and soul. And the gopis also became the heart and soul of the Lord. Lord Chaitanya approved the relationship of the gopis with the Lord as supreme. Herein, the Lord's attitude towards Uddhava was more intimate than with Maitreya Muni. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Girish, Prabhuji.
ప్రభుజీ మీరు క్యారీ చేయండి ప్రభుజీ, ఎందుకంటే
Okay.
ప్రభుజీ బిజీగా ఉన్నారు.
Lalit Man, Prabhuji. Please.
Yes, Prabhu. Chaina, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Translation. O Vasu, I know from within your mind what you desired in the days of yore, when the Vasus and other demigods responsible for expanding the universal affairs performed sacrifices. You particularly desired to achieve my association. This is very difficult for others to obtain, but I award it unto you. Purport. By His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Uddhava is one of the eternal associates of the Lord, and a plenary portion of Uddhava was one of the 8 Vasus in the days of yore. The 8 Vasus and the demigods in the upper planetary system, who are responsible for the management of universal affairs, performed a sacrifice in the days of yore, desiring to fulfill their respective ultimate goals in life. At that time, the expansion of Uddhava, acting as one of the Vasus, desired to become an associate of the Lord. The Lord knew this because He is present in the heart of every living entity as Paramatma, the super consciousness. In everyone's heart, there is the representation of the super consciousness, who gives memory to the partial consciousness of every living entity. The living entity, as partial consciousness, forgets incidents of his past life, but the super consciousness reminds him how to act in terms of his past cultivation of knowledge. Bhagavad Gita confirms this fact in various ways. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham. Bhagavad Gita 4.11. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mattha smritirjnanamapohanam cha. Bhagavad Gita 15.15. Everyone is at liberty to desire as he likes, but the desire is fulfilled by the Supreme Lord. Everyone is independent to the think or desire, but the fulfillment of one's desire depends on the supreme will. This law is expressed as man proposes, God disposes. In the days of yore, when the demigods and Vasus performed sacrifice, Uddhava, as one of the Vasus, desired to enter into the association of the Lord, which is very difficult for those busy in empiric philosophical speculation of fruitive activities. Such persons have practically no information of the facts about becoming an associate of the Lord. Only the pure devotees can know by the mercy of the Lord that the personal association of Lord is the highest perfection of life. The Lord assured Uddhava that he would fulfill his desire. It appears that when the Lord informed him by his indication to Uddhava, the great sage Maitreya finally became aware of the importance of entering into the association of the Lord. Prabhu, thank you so much, Prabhuji.
ప్రభుజీ ఇక్కడ యోరు అది ఒకసారి చెప్తారా?
ఎవరంటే ప్రీవియస్ డేస్ మాతాజీ, అంటే పూర్వం అంటాం కదా మనం.
ఓకే. సో హి ఇస్ ద వన్ ఆఫ్ ద
పూర్వం ఎలా జరిగింది ఒకసారి అంటారు కదా, దాని డేస్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ అంటే పూర్వం ఎట్లా జరిగింది అని.
సో హి ఇస్ ద వన్ ఆఫ్ ద వసు.
He is a Vasus. Out of 8 Vasus, he is one Vasu.
Okay.
During the sacrifice, he desired to have an association as his desire.
Yes, please.
Hare Krishna, Rashmi Mataji, you can read.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Translation and purport given by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O honest one, your present life is the last and the supermost, because in this turn of life you have been awarded my ultimate favor. Now you can go to my transcendental abode, Vaikuntha. By leaving this universe of conditioned living entities, your visit to me in this lonely place, because of your pure and unflinching devotional service, is a great boon for you. Purport. When a person is fully conversant with knowledge of the Lord as far as can be known by a perfect living entity in the liberated state, he is allowed to enter into the spiritual sky where the Vaikuntha planet exists. The Lord was sitting in a lonely place, just about to disappear from the vision of inhabitant of this universe, and Uddhava was fortunate to see him even at the time, and thus receive the Lord permission to enter Vaikuntha. The Lord is everywhere at all times, and his appearance and disappearance are merely the experience of the inhabitant of a particular universe. He is just like the sun. The sun does not appear or disappear in the sky. It is only in the experience of man that in the morning the sun rises and in the evening the sun sets. The Lord is simultaneously both in Vaikuntha and everywhere within and without Vaikuntha.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Sorry, Prabhuji, for late joining.
It's okay. But Hare Krishna, Chandramal Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, please read, Prabhuji.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Uddhava, in the lotus millennium, in the days of you are at the beginning of the creation. I spoke unto Brahma, who is situated on the lotus that grows out of my navel, about my transcendental glories, which the great sages describe as Srimad Bhagavatam. Purport. The explanation of this supreme self as given to Brahma and already explained in the second canto of this great literature is further clarified herein. The Lord said that the concise form of Srimad Bhagavatam is explained to Brahma was meant to indicate his personality. The impersonal explanation of those four verses in the second canto is nullified herewith. Sridhara Swami also explains in this connection that the same concise from the Bhagavatam concerned the pastimes of Lord Krishna and was never meant for impersonal indulgence. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Lalitman Prabhuji. Who is Sridhar Swami Prabhuji?
Prabhuji, actually Sridhar Swami is during the time of our even before Ramanujacharya, and it is the time of during Buddha, not Buddha, that Buddhism, na, when it was being propagated in this in our Bharatkhanda. He is one person. Outwardly, he would appear as a what we say impersonalist, okay, or the monist. Outwardly, he would appear like that. But he has written a commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam after many years, whom our what we say Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya praised him like anything because of his commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. Then they would come to know that he is a pure devotee of the Lord. So he predates to even Ramanujacharya Prabhu.
Okay, means after Sankaracharya Prabhuji or in between Shankara
No,
and Raman?
even before Shankara, even before Shankara.
Okay. Okay. So maybe 580 Prabhuji like that, or
Prabhu, some of the accounts it has been given 7th century Prabhu, some it has given 9th century. So I'm not sure Prabhu, kahan hai, kya hai. But his studies are, his commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam is where devotees will come to know that he is pure devotee of the Lord.
Okay, okay, Prabhuji.
But in other areas, he has also given some impersonalistic philosophy also.
Okay, okay. Yeah, translation. Uddhava said, "O Vidura, when I was thus favored at every moment by the Supreme Personality of Godhead and addressed by him with a great affection, my words failed in tears, and the hairs on my body erupted. After smearing my tears, I with folded hands spoke like this." Translation. "O my Lord,
O my Lord, devotees who engage in transcendental loving service of your lotus feet have no difficulty in achieving anything within the realm of four principles of
religiosity.
Economic development, sense gratification, and
Liberation.
But, oh great one, as far as I am concerned, I have preferred only to engage in the loving service of your lotus feet.
Purport. Those who are associated with the Lord in the Vaikuntha planets achieve all the bodily features of the Lord and appear to be the same as Lord Vishnu. Such liberation are called Sarupya Mukti. Yeah. Which one of the four kinds of liberation? Which one of the 5 kinds of liberation? The devotees engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord never accept the Sayujya Mukti, or merging in the rays of the Lord called Brahma Jyoti. The devotees can achieve not only liberation but any success in the realm of religiosity, economic development, or sense gratification up to the standard of demigods in the heavenly planets. But such a pure devotee as Uddhava refuses to accept such facilities. A pure devotee wants to simply engage in the service of the Lord, does not consider his own personal benefit. Hare Krishna. Yeah, there are 5 kinds of mukti. Yes, Prabhuji. So these are the Prabhuji, Vishnu Dutas, Prabhuji. These are Sarupya Mukti means the people are
means Swarupa Vastati Prabhu. After going into the spiritual world, they will get the Swarupa. And that Swarupa might be anything. It might be the 400 form of Lord Vishnu, like a Vishnu Duta, or it might be like a tree, it might be like a grass, whatever you were earlier.
Okay. I mean, Vishnu Dutas also come under this kind of Mukti, Prabhuji, or they are the devotee, pure devotee of the Lord?
See, Prabhuji, out of the 5 Muktis, one is very dangerous. That is Sayujya Mukti.
Yeah, Sayujya Mukti. Yeah.
Other than Sayujya Mukti, anything is okay.
Okay. Only Sayujya Mukti is not that much mean. It is a Brahma Jyoti, right? Means.
Yeah, that is
Brahman relation.
merging into the rays of the Lord.
Yeah. So these
Other
are
than
like
that, anything is okay. And Sarupya means getting your own form.
Okay.
Salokya means entering into that loka, okay, of Vaikuntha.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji.
ప్రభుజీ
But devotees,
సామీప్య కూడా ఉంది కదా, సామీప్య.
సామీప్య, సార్ష్టి.
శాస్త్రి అంటే ప్రభుజీ, శాస్త్రి.
శాస్త్రి అంటే డైరెక్ట్ ఇంకా గాడ్స్ అంటే దాన్ని ఏమంటారు, నేచర్ వచ్చేయడం అనమాట.
ఆపులెన్సెస్ ప్రభుజీ.
ఆపులెన్సెస్ ప్రభుజీ.
ఒకటి ఆయన నేచర్ వచ్చేయడం మాతాజీ, ఇంకొకటి అపులెన్స్. ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ష్యూర్, బట్ ఎనీ ఆఫ్ ద 4 ఇస్ గుడ్. అది మనకు బాగా తెలుసు. రూప్య అంటే ఆ ఫార్మ్ వచ్చేయడం అనమాట. మనకి మనం ఏదైతే ఇది వరకు ఫార్మ్ ఉన్నామో అది వచ్చేయడం. లోక అంటే లోకంలోకి ఎంటర్ అయిపోయినట్టు.
సో ప్రభుజీ మోర్ దెన్ వన్ లిబరేషన్ కూడా ఉండొచ్చు కదా ప్రభుజీ, దగ్గరుండి లైక్ సేమ్ అలా కూడా ఉండొచ్చు కదా.
వెరీ క్లోజ్ కూడా అయిపోవచ్చు మాతాజీ. దట్ డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ ద ఇండివిజువల్స్ నేచర్ ఆఫ్ ద సోల్.
సేమ్ లోక ఉండి సారూప్యం అలా లైక్ మల్టిపుల్ అది కూడా ఉండొచ్చు లిబరేషన్స్, రైట్?
ఆ నాలుగిట్లో ఏదైనా ఉండొచ్చు మాతాజీ. దట్ డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ యువర్ ఇంక్లినేషన్ టు సర్వ్ టు ద లార్డ్.
నేను అనేది ఏంటంటే సాలోక్య సారూప్య కూడా ఉండొచ్చు అలా, లైక్ మిక్సింగ్.
సాలోక్య, సారూప్య, సాక్షి, సామీప్య, ఈ నాలుగిట్లో ఏదైనా అవ్వచ్చు మాతాజీ. అది డిపెండింగ్ అపాన్ యువర్ మూడ్ టు సర్వ్ టు ద లార్డ్, హౌ యూ సర్వ్ టు ద లార్డ్. అదనమాట. అర్థమైందా మాతాజీ?
What is the question you have, Lavanya?
yes నేను బ్యాటరీ డౌన్ అయింది పడుకుంది. ఓకే.
నేను
అనేది ఏంటంటే ఒకే లిబరేషన్ కాకుండా లైక్ ఇలా కాంబినేషన్ సాలోక్య సారూప్య అంటే సేమ్ లోకం సేమ్ రూపం అక్కడే, తర్వాత సామీప్య దగ్గరుండి సేమ్ రూపం అలా ఉండొచ్చా అంటున్నా.
అది నాకు తెలియదు మాతాజీ, అంటే నేను చదవలేదు అలాంటివి. బట్ ఇట్ మైట్ బి ఇన్ సమ్ అదర్ వాట్ ఇస్ స్క్రిప్చర్స్ విచ్ ఇస్ నాట్ భాగవతం.
ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు మనము దగ్గర ఉన్నాం అనుకోండి, సేమ్ రూపం కూడా ఉండొచ్చు కదా, అలా కూడా ఉండొచ్చు కదా అని
ఉండొచ్చు మాతాజీ. దట్ మైట్ బి కాంబినేషన్స్ ఆల్సో, బట్ ఐ డోంట్ నో.
కాంబినేషన్ సింగిల్ ఇస్ ఐ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్, బట్ ఇట్ కెన్ బి ఇట్ లైక్ ఏ కాంబినేషన్ అలా కూడా ఉంటుందా అని అడుగుతుంది.
తెలియదు మాతాజీ నాకు.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
And this shloka is very important. Next shloka, 16th one, is very important. So we will all recite this shloka. Okay.
Same.
Wait, bro. So basically, even though there are the different liberation, of course, the spiritual world, the songs also we see. In the one of the particular prayer also there in the Bhagavatam, right? The pure devotee doesn't look for all these liberations. The pure devotee's consciousness is different level. They doesn't need any liberation actually. No, they feel themselves lowly and serving like that. That's it. It can be possible, yes. Krishna is gonna give, yes, devotees the desire, but if you see pure devotee's consciousness, they don't need any more, Yes, Pada Dhuli, we see in the Sikshashtakam prayer, right? Nasi Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, exemplary instructions. That's there. We have to understand as a part of knowledge. But it can be possible. Krishna is going to give anything. So devotee wants, he can give, yes, multiple things. He can live. That is there, no? That's where Bhagavatam prayers come into play. But pure devotees never look for those liberations. They always serving in whatever capacity, best of their capacity. Krishna wants them to send in Narakaloka, they are ready to go. They will serve. That's the thing. Yes, that's what I want to add. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Raju Prabhu, can you please share 16 now?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
16th.
Yeah. I want every one of you please recite this shloka. It is very, very important. regarding this shloka is most often quoted whenever this concept of Krishna's bewildering acts comes. Okay.
1 minute, Prabhuji. Lavani Mataji, can you share Mataji this? Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhu, first of all, you have to make her host. Then only she can able to do it.
No, Prabhuji, no need of host also, Prabhuji.
But anyway,
Everybody. I can. Yeah, I can
host.
make host. Yeah.
You make host. You make her host.
Mataji is there, Prabhuji.
Yeah, that is the option is there. Anybody can share. I have only shared in the Zoom account.
Yeah, just now I opened it. Battery down and
Switch
Okay,
on. Be ready, right? That time only Prabhuji said, no?
Mataji, I mean, Prabhuji, you can go ahead. Lalitman Prabhuji, it's okay. Till
Okay.
Mataji is
I'm
ready.
going here. Please recite this shloka after me. Please repeat this. Okay. I'll do it 3 times. Very, very important. Huh? Whenever Krishna's bewildering acts, Krishna will bewilder even the most intelligent persons in this world. That's what this shloka says. Okay. Karmanyanihasya bhavo bhavasyate.
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 Durgashrayo bharibhayat palayanam.
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 Kalatmano yat pramadayutashramah.
Kalatmano yat
pramadayutashramah.
Kalatmano yat pramadayutashramah.
Kalatmano yat pramadayutashramah.
Svatman rate khidhyati dhir vidamiha.
Svatman rate khidhyati
Svatman rate khidhyati dhir vidamiha.
Svatman rate khidhyati
Svatman rate khidhyati dhir vidamiha.
Svatman rate khidhyati vidamiha.
Now, you can go ahead with the translation purport. Thank you so much. Yeah, Raju Prabhu.
I will read Prabhuji.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is a battery switched on, Lavanya?
Yes. నేను తీసుకోనా?
Scroll down. Yeah. Other you share the screen. It is every screen. Prabhuji screen అనుకుంటా. Anyway, go ahead and share our screen.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, translation. Yes. One second. No. Did you open the Veda page?
కనబడట్లే?
లేదు. Option there, right? ఏ ల్యాప్టాప్ లో కనెక్ట్ అయింది? కెన్ యూ ప్లీజ్ టెల్ మీ?
పెద్ద ల్యాప్టాప్.
మరి వేదా బేస్ ఓపెన్ చేసినారా మీరు?
డేటాబేస్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తే అదే పెడుతుంది ఏదో
మరి జూమ్ లో షేర్ స్క్రీన్ అని ఉంటది కదా, వాట్స్ ద ప్రాబ్లం? జూమ్ లో షేర్ స్క్రీన్ ఆప్షన్ ఉంటది కదా, హన్సీని విలు. ఓకే, okay, anyway, I have opened myself. Okay, I am reading to save our time. Anyway, ఇది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత we'll continue with శ్లోక recitation. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 4th chapter. That's where we are reading today. 4th chapter entitled as Vidura approaches Maitreya. This text 16. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My Lord, even the learned sages become disturbed in their influence when they see that your greatness engages in fruitive work, although you are free from all desires, that you take birth, although you are unborn, that you flee out of fear of the enemy and take shelter in a fort, although you are the controller of invincible time, and that you enjoy householder life surrounded by many women, although you enjoy in yourself. ఇట్లా భగవంతుడు డివోటీస్ కోసం ఇవన్నీ చేస్తాడు. యా. Purport: pure devotees of the Lord are not very much concerned with philosophical speculation in regard to transcendental knowledge of the Lord, nor is it possible to acquire complete knowledge of the Lord. Whatever little knowledge they have about the Lord is sufficient for them, because devotees are simply satisfied in hearing and chanting about the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. This gives them all transcendental bliss. But some of the pastimes of the Lord appear contradictory even to such pure devotees. And thus Uddhava asked the Lord about some of the contradictory incidents in his pastimes. The Lord is described as having nothing to do personally, and it is actually so, because even in the creation and sustenance of the material world, the Lord has nothing to do. It seems contradictory then to hear that the Lord personally lifts the Govardhana hill for the protection of his unalloyed devotees. The Lord is the supreme Brahman, the absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, appearing like a man. But Uddhava had doubts whether he could have so many transcendental activities. There is no difference between the personality of Godhead and the impersonal Brahman. How then can the Lord have so many things to do? Whereas the impersonal Brahman is stated to have nothing to do either materially or spiritually. If the Lord is ever unborn, how then is he born as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki? And he is fearful even to Kala, the supreme fear, and yet the Lord is afraid of fighting Jarasandha and takes shelter in a fort. How can one is full in himself take pleasure in the association of many women? How can he take wives and, just like a householder, take pleasure in the association of family members, children, relatives, and parents? All these apparently contradictory happenings bewildered even the greatest learned scholars, who, thus bewildered, cannot understand whether inactivity is a fact or whether his activities are only imitations. The solution is that the Lord has nothing to do with anything mundane. All his activities are transcendental. This cannot be understood by the mundane speculators. For the mundane speculators, there is certainly a kind of bewilderment, but for the transcendental devotees, there is nothing astonishing in this. The Brahman conception of the absolute truth is certainly the negation of all mundane activities, but the Parabrahman conception is full with transcendental activities. One who knows the distinctions between the conception of Brahman and the conception of Supreme Brahman is certainly the real transcendentalist. There is no bewilderment for such transcendentalists. The Lord himself also declares in Bhagavad Gita 10.2, even the great sages and demigods can know hardly anything about my activities and transcendental potencies. 10.2. The right explanation of the Lord's activities is given by Grandfather Bhishma Deva, Bhagavatam 1.9.16, as follows. Nahi yasya karhi chitrajan puman veda vidistitam yad vijnanas yad vijnasaya yukta muhyanti kavayopihi. Hare Krishna. 3-4 that verse, it's not a 3, 4, 16, right? Okay. There are connected links. Can you please open Lavanya? I want to read one more time that one. BG 10.2 and 1.9.16 translations. BG 10.2, what is that verse? 1.9.16. O King, no one can know the plan of the Lord, Sri Krishna, even though great philosophers inquire exhaustively. They are bewildered. Okay, that is a connection. That is the beauty of Srila Prabhupada. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ఎక్కడికి థర్డ్ కాంట నుంచి ఫస్ట్ కాంట రిపేర్ చేశాడు. జై అంటే కృష్ణాస్ యాక్టివిటీస్ ఆర్ బివిల్డర్డ్, కాంట్రడిక్టరీ ఉంటాయి. బట్ ప్యూర్ డివోటీ సింపుల్ హార్టెడ్, దే ఆర్ రిలేషన్ ఇన్ ట్రాన్సెండెంటల్ పర్సన్స్ ఆఫ్ సుప్రీం లార్డ్. దట్స్ ఇట్. They are happy with whatever they know. I am also not too much into philosophy. I am just satisfied with that Bhagavad Gita 10.8. I am very happy that aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam udha bhava samrita. Chatusloki Bhagavad Gita 10.8. I am very, very much happy and pleased when I read Srila Prabhupada purport and reading it in the beginning. Completely satisfaction. And 10.2, please open. 10.2, please open. ఇందులోనే ఉంది, దీంట్లోనే శిలా ప్రభుపాద కనెక్టెడ్ దట్ వర్స్ ఆల్సో. ఈ పర్పోర్ట్ లోనే లింక్ క్లిక్ చేయొచ్చు కదా. స్క్రోల్ డౌన్ చేయండి, అక్కడ 10.2 ఉంది. ఇంకా చేయండి, ఇంకా స్క్రోల్ డౌన్ చేస్తే నాట్ 17, 16. గో బ్యాక్. the 16th verse only. శిలా ప్రభుపాద బ్యాక్ ఆరో యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు కదా. ఇది కాదు, ఇది ఇంకా బ్యాక్ ఆరో యూజ్ చేయండి. ఎస్, సరే. BG 10.2. వస్తుంది ఆటోమేటిక్ వస్తుంది. What is saying? Name vidu suragana prabhava namaharshayo aham adirihi devanam maharshinam sacharvashaha. What is saying Krishna here? Neither the hosts of demigods nor the great sages know my origin or opulences. For in every respect I am the source of the demigods and sages. So ఇది కూడా ఎంత nicely connected to that particular verse. Thank you very much, Lalit Mohan Prabhu, for the pointing out and reciting all of us. I have shared in the group also. We'll do that. We'll understand more. Anyway, thank you very much. I think we can continue with the sloka practice of Rudra Gitam. So you open that file. Stop share చేయండి ఫస్ట్, then find out in WhatsApp. Okay, క్విక్ గా ఇది ముందే రెడీ చేసుకోవాలమ్మా, టు సేవ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ టైం. నా అప్పుడే రాజుప్రభు చెప్పారు కదా. Verse, let me forward again to let me. I'm just sharing again. Okay, just quickly open up. Yeah, ఏం ప్రభు ఈ 3 verses ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడమా ఏంటి ఐడియా?
ఎస్ ప్రభు, ఇవాళ 3 చేద్దాం ప్రభు. అండ్ ఇది కొంచెం కష్టం ప్రభు. రుద్రగీతం ఏంటంటే ఇట్ విల్ బి ఫుల్ ఆఫ్ మీనింగ్స్ ఓన్లీ. ఓకే, and only praising the Lord and meaning is inside it. అట్లా ఉంటుంది రుద్రగీతం. సో కొంచెం కష్టమైతుంది, బట్ స్టిల్ we can go ahead now. Yeah. So yesterday we have done one shloka, na? That is the last one, right? 35. So today we will do all these 3 shlokas together, and from tomorrow we can go to the next slide. Okay. And before just going to the three shlokas recitation at the same time, we will go like in first. I'll just give you a brief of what Rudra is telling, how he is praising Lord Vishnu. Okay, this is his personal prayer towards Lord Vishnu. This is what Rudra Gita means. So first he starts with Jitamta Atma Vidvarya. Atma Vidvarya means you are the highest self realized. Okay. Jitam means all glories unto you, who is completely self-realized, highest of the self-realized. Swastaye swastirastu me. Okay, you are the all auspiciousness. You are the auspiciousness of all the auspiciousness. So please give me some auspiciousness. Please let there be some auspiciousness upon me. Okay, bhavat aradhasaradha. So you are all worshipable, perfect. This is what bhavat aradhasa radha means. You are the perfect one, and you are all worshipable. Sarvasma atmane namaha. And you are the supreme soul, and you are the and unto you namaha. Namaha means no obeisances. So this is what this first shloka means. And second shloka is like Namaha Pankaja Nabhaya. You, the person who from whose nabha the pankaja or lotus comes out. Namaha unto that personality. Okay. Bhuta Sukshma Indriya. Bhuta Sukshma means sense objects. Indriya means senses. Okay. Vasudevaya Shantaya. Vasudeva means unto the Lord Vasudeva. Shantaya. You are the most peaceful. And Kutasthaya Swaruchishe. Kutasthaya means Kutaniti. You know this word Kutaniti, na? Kutaniti means that niti which changes every time. Okay. If they say something, they mean something else. That's what Kutaniti means. Okay. Kutasthaya means without being changed. Means you are the personality who never changes according to any circumstances. Kutasthaya. Swa Rochishe. Rochishe means you are self-illuminating. Roshan means Rochana जो है वो रोशन से आता है actually. So Roshan means illuminating. Swarochise, you are illuminating by yourself, your own self. And you are Kutasthaya. You never change. Okay. So this is what second shloka means. So now we will recite all the 3 shlokas together. Okay. I will do it 3 times. Then you can start reciting. I will help you all through. Okay. Jitam ta atma vidvarya swastaye swastirastu me bhavataradhasaradham sarvasmatmane namaha namah pankajanabhaya bhuta sukshmendriyatmane vasudevaya shantaya kutasthaya swaruchishe. संकर्षणाय सूक्ष्माय दुरन्तायान्तकाय च नमो विश्वप्रबोधाय प्रद्युम्नायान्तरात्मने. Okay, this is how it goes. I will do it two more times. Then you can start practicing. Okay, individually. It will be a bit tough, but we have a lot of time. We will give 1 or 2 more days for this if it is becoming tough for you. Okay, for devotees.
ప్రభుజీ కొంచెం ఫాంట్ సైజ్ పెంచరా? Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Made my day very easy. Every day
Yeah.
I was able to pink my screen and increase the font, Prabhuji. Today it's not happening.
Okay.
Okay.
Shall I go ahead for 2 more times?
Yeah.
What about
Yes.
others? Are you able to see the font?
ప్రభుజీ ఇంకో కొంచెం పెంచిన నష్టం లేదు ప్రభుజీ, ఇంకొక పాయింట్ పెంచండి. నేను మొబైల్లో లాగిన్ అవుతాం కదా, కష్టంగా అనిపిస్తుంది.
Is it okay, Mataji?
Yeah, this looks good.
మాతాజీ కొంచెం పైకి స్క్రోల్ చేయండి మాతాజీ.
స్క్రీన్ లో మిస్ అవుతుంది.
And to bit left మాతాజీ.
Only one చూపించినా లేకపోతే
కాదు, 3 కలిపి చూపించండి. 3 ఒక స్క్రీన్ లో వచ్చాక ఓన్లీ శ్లోకాస్ వచ్చేటట్టు చూపించండి మా.
ఓన్లీ శ్లోకాసా?
ఓన్లీ శ్లోకాస్ వచ్చేటట్టు చూపించండి. 3 ఒక స్క్రీన్ లో ఉండాలని చూపించండి మా. చాలు.
Yes, Mataji. ఇప్పుడు కనిపిస్తుందా? వాని మాతాజీ.
Good, it's good, Mataji. It's good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Please carry on.
I am going ahead. I don't know, there is one echo coming on from some of your mics. Please take care. Okay, very good. Gitam ta atma vidvarya swastaye swastirastu me bhavataradhasaradham sarvasmatmane namah. Namah pankajanaಭಾಯ bhuta sukshmendriyatmane vasudevaya shantaya kutasthaya swarochise संकर्षणाय सूक्ष्माय दुरंतायांतकाय च नमो विश्वप्रबोधाय प्रद्युम्नान्तरात्मने. जितं त आत्मविद्वर्या स्वस्तये स्वस्तिरस्तु मे भवताराधसाराधं सर्वस्मात्मने नमः. नमः पंकजनाभाय भूतसूक्ष्मेन्द्रियात्मने वासुदेवाय शान्ताय कूटस्थाय स्वरोचिषे संकर्षणाय सूक्ष्माय दुरंतायांतकाय च नमो विश्वप्रबोधाय प्रद्युम्नायान्तरात्मने. So this is how these 3 shlokas go. So now you can start your individual practice, starting from whoever is there today. Sandhya Mataji, can you please start? Hare Krishna. Yeah. Okay. Vani Mataji, can you start, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'll try. Shri Rudra Uvacha Chitam ta atma vidvarya swastaye swastirastu me bhavatadhasaradham sarvasma atmane namaha. Namah pankajanaಭಾಯ bhuta sukshmendriyatmane vasudevaya shantaya kutasthaya swarochise shankarshanaya sukshmaya durantaya antakaya cha. ఇది ఏంటి ప్రభుజీ? దురంత
అంతకాయచ.
దురంతంతకాయచ. ఓకే.
దురంతాయాంతకాయచ అని వస్తుంది మాతాజీ.
దురంతాంతకాయచ.
దురంత ఆయాంతకాయచ.
దురంత ఆయాంతకాయచ.
Duranta means you cannot be surpassed by anyone. Duranto express, okay? Which cannot be surpassed by anyone. Antakayacha, you are disintegrator.
Okay, అర్థమైంది ప్రభుజీ. శంకర్షణాయ సూక్ష్మాయ దురంతాంతకాయచ నమో విశ్వప్రబోధాయ ప్రద్యుమ్నాంతరాత్మనే.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Lavanya Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. श्रीरुद्र उवाच वितं त आत्मविद्वर्य स्वस्तये स्वस्तिरस्तु मे भवताराधसाराधं सर्वास्मा आत्मने नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः भूतसूक्ष्मेन्द्रियात्मने वासुदेवाय शान्ताय कूटस्थाय स्वरोचिषे संकर्षणाय सूक्ष्माय दुरन्ताय अन्तकाय च नमो विश्वप्रबोधाय प्रद्युम्नायान्तरात्मने. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Sandhya Mataji, are you there?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. I was talking on mute and yeah.
Okay, okay. Go ahead, Mataji.
Sri Rudra Uvacha. Jitam tatma vidvarya swastaye swastirastu me bhavatarada saradham सर्वस्मात्मने नमः नमः पंकजनाभाय भूतसूक्ष्मेन्द्रियात्मने वासुदेवाय शान्ताय कुटस्थाय स्वरोचिषे संकर्षणाय सूक्ष्माय धुरन्ताय च नमो विश्वप्रबोधाय प्रद्युम्नानन्तरात्मने.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you.
Madhya Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजे दंडवत् श्रीरुद्र उवाच जीतं तात्मविद्वर्य स्वस्थाय स्वस्तिरास्तु मे भवताराधसाराधं सर्वास्मात्मने नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय भूतसूक्ष्मेन्द्रियात्मने वासुदेवाय शान्ताय कूटस्थाय स्वरोचिषे संकर्षणाय सूक्ष्माय दुरन्ताय अन्तकाय च नमो विश्वप्रबोधाय प्रद्युम्नाय अन्तरात्मने. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Rashmi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी दंडवत प्रणाम. श्री रुद्र उवाच जितं ता आत्मविद्वर्या स्वस्तये स्वस्तिरस्तु मे भवताराधशाराधं सर्वस्मात्मने नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय भूतसूक्ष्मेन्द्रियात्मने वासुदेवाय शान्ताय कूटस्थाय स्वरोचिषे संकर्षणाय सूक्ष्माय दुरन्तायन्तकाय च नमो विश्वप्रबोधाय प्रद्युम्नायन्तरात्मने. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I wanted to do.
Sirisha Mataji, please go ahead.
Yeah. Sri Rudra Uvacha जितं त आत्मविद्वर्या स्वस्तये स्वस्तिरस्तु मे भवताराधसाराधं सर्वस्मात्मने नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय भूतसूक्ष्मेन्द्रियात्मने वासुदेवाय शान्ताय कुटस्थाय स्वरोचिषे संकर्षणाय सूक्ष्माय दुरन्तायान्तकाय च नमो विश्वप्रबोधाय प्रद्युम्नाय अन्तरात्मने. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Raju Prabhu.
Office ke helped, Prabhuji.
Office ke helped, na? Okay, okay. Okay, sir. Sapan Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sri Rudra Uvacha Jitam ta Atmavidvarya Swasthaye Swastirastu me Bhavataradhasharadham Sarvasma Atmane Namaha Namah Pankajanaabhaya Bhutasukshmendriyatmane Vasudevaya Shantaya Bhutastaya Swarotishe Shankarshanaaya Sukshmaya Durantaya Antakaya Cha Namo Vishwaprabodaya Pradyumnaya Antaratmane. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Chandramouli Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sri Rudra Uvacha Jitam Datmavidvarya Swasthaye Swastirastu me Bhavataradhasaratham Sarvasmatmane Namaha Namah Pankajanaabhaya Bhutasuksmendriyatmane Vasudevaya Shankaya Kutastaya Swarochiषे संकर्षणाय सूक्ष्माय दुरन्तायान्तकाय च नमो विश्वप्रबोधाय प्रद्युम्नायान्तरात्मने.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Akinjan Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Sri Rudra Uvacha Cheetal. Yeah. I got a call, probably. 1 second. Shri Rudra Vacha. Kaltatma Vidvarya Swastaye Swastarastu Me Bhavataradhya Sahashyam Sarva Sarvasma Atma Namaha Sarvasma Atmane Namaha Nama Pankaj Namaya Bhutasukshmendriyatmane Vasudevaya Santaya Kutastaya Swarochiche Rochiche Sankarshanaaya Sukshmaya Durantayatmakaya cha Namo Vishwa Prabodhaya Pradyumnayantaratmane.
ప్రభు ఒక్కసారి ఈ లైన్ నాతో రిపీట్ చేయరా? భవతారాధసారాధ్యం
Bhavataradhyasaradhyam
భవత్ ఆరాధసారాధ్యం
Bhavataradhyasaradhyam
అదొకటి
Bhavataradhya.
ఆరాధసారాధ్యం భగవాన్.
Yes, Bhautara Adasharadhyam.
పర్ఫెక్ట్. ఇంకోటి ఇది ప్రభు, దురంతాయ అంతకాయ చ.
Durantaya Antakaya cha.
దురంతాయ అంతకాయ చ.
Durantantakaya cha.
దురంతాయ అంతకాయ చ.
Durantaya Antakaya cha. Durantaya Antakaya cha.
అది కలిపి ఒకసారి చదవండి ప్రభు.
Yeah, Sankarshana Sukshmaya Durantaya Antakaya cha Namo Vishwa Prabodhaya Pradyumnyantara Atmane
పర్ఫెక్ట్ ప్రభు, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. యా, నౌ హూ ఇస్ గిరీష్ ప్రభు?
Sure, Prabhu. SB 4.24.33. Shri Rudra Uvacha Jitam Tatma Vidvarya Swastaye Swastirastu Me Bhavataradhasaradham Sarvasma Atmanes Namaha. 4.24.34. Nama Pankajanabhaya Bhuta Sukshmendriyatmane Vasudevaya Shantaya Kutastaya Swarochise. 4.24.35. Sankarshanaya Sukshmaya Durantayantakaya cha Namo Vishwa Prabodhaya Pradyumnyayantaratmane. Translation chadivina Prabhu?
లేదు ప్రభు, చదవండి ప్రభు.
Yeah, I want to read. Lord Shiva addressed the Supreme Personality of Godhead with the following prayer. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, all glories unto you. You are the most exalted of all self-realized souls. Since you are always auspicious for the self-realized, I wish that you be auspicious for me. You are worshipable by virtue of the all perfect instructions you give. You are the super soul, therefore I offer my obeisances unto you as the supreme living being. My Lord, you are the origin of the creation by virtue of the lotus flower which sprouts from your navel. You are the supreme controller of the senses and the sense objects, and you are also the all-pervading Vasudeva. You are most peaceful, and because of your self-eliminated existence, you are not disturbed by the 6 kinds of transformations. My dear Lord, you are the origin of the subtle material ingredients, the master of all integration as well as the master of all disintegration, the predominating deity named Sankarshana, and the master of all intelligence, known as the predominating deity Pradyumna. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Thank you very much. One question. If you all know, it's okay, but I'm asking whoever, just try. What are the 6 transformations in the 4:24:34? If anyone knows, just hold on. I'm asking somebody. 4.24.34, the last lines. you are not disturbed by the 6 kinds of transformation. That means Krishna's body is transcendental. So in the material world, 6 transformations there. So what are the 6 transformations? Anybody?
From
Somebody.
boyhood to that transformation, Prabhuji, you're talking about?
6
Like how the body changes due to age, that transformation?
That's not only, that's the thing. Yes.
Yeah, there are 6 transformations according to Bhagavad Gita. From I don't remember the stages, like from boyhood to adult to like that, Prabhuji, from Balyam. So we can't remember.
Boyhood to youth.
బాయ్హుడ్ ముందు ఇంకోటి ఉంటుంది ప్రభుజీ.
6 changes అంటారు, 6 transformations అంటాము. సరే ఇప్పుడు ఎనీబడి నోస్, టెల్ మీ నౌ.
బర్డ్ డెత్ dwindling ఏదో అంటారు కదా, dwindle, గ్రోత్ dwindle, ఇవి 4 ఇంకా 2
ఇంకా
బాయ్హుడ్ యూత్ ఓల్డ్ ఏజ్ 3 ఉన్నాయి మా ప్రభుజీ. బాయ్హుడ్ ముందు బాల్యం ఏదో అంటారు, when the kid is born.
అవి తెలుసు మాధవి, అవి తెలుసు. ఇనే సీక్వెన్స్ ఉంటది, ఓకే, అట్లా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి.
Birth, growth, maintains for some time, gives byproducts, dwindles and vanishes.
అందులోనే బర్త్ వస్తుంది, అందులోనే డెత్ వస్తుంది, అందులోనే ఓల్డ్ ఏజ్ వస్తుంది. ఓకే, అవి 3 ఓకే మాధవి, దట్స్ ఓకే. వాణి మాధవి, బట్ యూనో బాడీ బాండ్
ప్రభు. యాక్చువల్లీ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్స్ అంటే
when they reproduce, Prabhuji, that is this thing అనుకుంటా.
No, when will they get
Before
disturbed
dwindling,
అనేది కదా ఇక్కడ. యాక్చువల్లీ disturbed అంటే when they are thirsty, when they are eager, ప్రభు.
ప్రభుజీ ఇక్కడ 6 transformations అంటున్నారు కదా, అంటే ఆర్డినరీ పర్సన్స్ గా 6 transformations ఉంటాయి కానీ నీకు ఉండవు కదా అని.
అదే ఒక నిమిషం. ఎస్, బాబుజీ ఆల్సో ఫైండ్ వన్ గుడ్ థింగ్. ఒక్కసారి పర్పుడ్ ఓపెన్ చేయవా? ఎస్. సో నార్మల్లీ మెటీరియల్ వరల్డ్
జనరల్ గా కూటస్థాయి అని ఉంది కదా. కూటస్థాయి అంటే మన లివింగ్ ఎంటిటీస్ వెన్ విల్ దే గెట్ డిస్టర్బ్డ్, వెన్ దే ఆర్ థర్స్టీ, వెన్ దే ఆర్ హంగర్, అదే కదా. వెన్ దే ఆర్ ఇన్ ఓల్డ్ ఏజ్, ఇలా 6 ఉంటాయి కదా ప్రభు, అది కాదా?
ప్రభుజీ ఇంకోటి కూట అన్న వర్డ్ కి సంస్కృతిలో 2 మీనింగ్స్ ఉన్నాయా ప్రభుజీ, ఒకటే ఉందా?
బోల్డ్ ఉంటాయి మాతాజీ.
అదే, ఎందుకంటే అహోబకియం స్తనకాల కూటం ఉంది చూడండి, దాంట్లోనే వేరు అనుకుంటా కూటం.
చాలా ఉంటాయి. ఒక వర్డ్ కి కనీసం 12-13 ఉంటాయి యాక్చువల్లీ, డిపెండింగ్ అపాన్ ద సిచ్యుయేషన్. సో ఇది మన భాష కాదు కదా మాతాజీ, దైవ భాష. సో కంటెక్స్ట్ అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ సంస్కృతిలో ఎప్పుడు కూడా.
అయితే ఒక్క నిమిషం ప్రభు, అది ఓపెన్ చేయవా లావణ్య? 424-34 పర్పోర్ట్ ఒకసారి వాంట్ టు సీ. అఫ్ కోర్స్ 6 kinds of transformations అంటే we know that one material world designed for that 6 kinds of transformation. Body born, body grows.
That picture is very famous in most of the ISKCON books, Prabhuji. A boyhood in లోపల పిక్చర్ చాలా ఫేమస్ పిక్చర్ ఉంది.
Prabhuji, first I think first birth, then grow, then stay for some time, third one, then fourth one producing some byproduct like
springs,
fourth one, and fifth one diminishing, then dwindling and then vanish.
Correct. That is a material. Okay, go ahead and stop sharing and start sharing that 424-34 purport. Just want to see, maybe write something there. 6 transformations ante.
Is it visible?
Yeah. అందులో ట్రై చేయి.
ఇది 424-34 రైట్. నమ్మ పంకజ నాభయ భూత సూక్ష్మేంద్రియ. యా,
టైప్ చేయి. కంట్రోల్ F 6 టైప్ చేయి, మనకు డైరెక్ట్ తెలిసిపోతుందమ్మా. కంట్రోల్ F. కంట్రోల్ ఎఫ్ అంటున్నా. కంట్రోల్ F లో సెర్చ్ చేస్తాం. మరి ఎనీవే ఇక్కడ ఐ వాంట్ టు సీ కూటస్థాయి. ఓకే,
వచ్చింది ప్రభు. కూటస్థాయి కింద ఉన్నది, అక్కడ బ్రాకెట్ లో ఉన్నదో చూడండి. Therefore it is said here కూటస్థాయ.
హంగ్రీ
highly position that falls అని ఉంది లాస్ట్ పారాగ్రాఫ్ లో
ఉన్నది ఇక్కడ. స్క్రోల్ డౌన్.
కింద పారా మాతాజీ, కింద పారా, దీని కింద పారా.
సెకండ్ పారాలో
ఒక్క నిమిషం, నువ్వు స్క్రోల్ డౌన్, నువ్వు
However, political souls are agitated by 6 kinds of transformations. సెకండ్ లైన్ లో
స్క్రోల్ డౌన్ చేయమా ప్లీజ్.
ఇది
ఇక్కడ వస్తుంది. ఓకే. However, conditioned souls are agitated by 6 kinds of transformations, namely, Prabhupada written, they become agitated when they are hungry, when they are thirsty, when they are aggrieved, when they are illusioned, when they grow old, and when they are on the deathbed.
అంటే ఇట్స్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ఆ 6 kinds కే ఇది రిలేషన్ అన్నట్టు. when they are like both hungry అలా అంతేనా?
కాదు దాని వేరే ఇది వేరే.
ఇట్స్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ఉంది ప్రభుజీ.
కొన్ని ఉన్నాయి. when they grow,
డెత్ బెడ్ పైన ఉన్నప్పుడు అలా గ్రో అయిపోతుంది, అగ్రీవ్డ్ అయిపోతుంది. అది
when they are on death.
Aggrieved, different conditions when a human can be aggrieved. అది ఉన్నది కండిషన్స్ ఇక్కడ.
6 kinds of transformation.
It's mixed, okay? Mixed and mixed match. No problem. And మీ కూడా మంచి మెమరీ ఉంది లలిత్ మామ్ ప్రభు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్, వెరీ గుడ్.
అరే అలా కాదు
ప్రభుజీ, నాకు ఒక డౌట్ ఉంది ప్రభుజీ.
మాతాదికి ఏదో డౌట్ ఉందంటే చెప్పండి
ప్రభుజీ. అది మనం శివుడికి సదాశివ అంటారు కదా, విసర్గ ఇంకా సర్గ ఇంకా విసర్గ జరిగినప్పుడు సదాశివ రిమైన్స్ లైక్ దట్ ప్రభుజీ, బికాస్ హీ ఈస్ బోర్న్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ బ్రహ్మ. సో సర్గ చేసినప్పుడు
మెటీరియల్ వరల్డ్ లో ఉన్న శివ వేరు, ఆయన రుద్రాలు 11 రుద్రాలు ఒక ఆయన. సదాశివ అనేవి కూడా వేరు, ఆయన వైకుంఠం దగ్గర ఉంటాడు ఆయన.
ఓకే.
ఇప్పుడు డిస్ట్రాయ్ అయ్యేది అంతా ఏంటంటే రుద్రాస్ అన్నమాట, సదాశివ కాదు.
ఓకే. సో సదాశివ ఇస్ ఆల్సో లైక్ విష్ణు, ఫర్ ఎవర్ పర్వేడింగ్.
No, actually Vishnu has given him a place in his own place, abode Mataji, like Sadashiva planet.
So అది ఎప్పుడు అనిలేట్ అవ్వదా? సర్గా ఉన్నప్పుడు కూడా
no, that is beyond even Brahmajyoti also Mataji.
ఓకే.
బ్రహ్మజ్యోతి కిందనే అవుతాయి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్స్ అన్ని కూడా, ఆ పైన ఏం కాదు.
ఓకే. సో సర్గా విసర్గ అయ్యేది ఓన్లీ బ్రహ్మజ్యోతి కింద ఉన్న ప్లానెట్స్ మాత్రమే.
అందులో కూడా మళ్ళీ విష్ణు ఉంటాడు కదా, కారణదక్ష ఉంటాడు. ఆయన నుంచి కొన్ని గర్భాలు వస్తాయి, ప్రతి పోర్ లోంచి ఒక్కొక్క యూనివర్స్ వస్తుంది కదా మాతాజీ.
అవును.
దాని లోపల జరిగే ఇవన్నీ.
ఓకే.
ఆ ఒక్కొక్క యూనివర్స్ లో ఎవరుంటారు, మళ్ళీ గర్భదక్ష తీసుకుంటాడు కదా.
అవును.
ఆయన నుంచి బ్రహ్మ వస్తాడు కదా, ఆ బ్రహ్మ చేసే పనులు ఇవన్నీ కూడా. లేకపోతే ఆ గర్భదక్ష చేసే పనులు అన్నమాట ఇవన్నీ. It has got nothing to do with that one who is Sadashiva. ఆయన ఎక్కడున్నాడు? ఎక్కడో ఉన్నాడు ఆయన.
ఓకే.
అర్థమైంది మాతాజీ? పిక్చర్
అర్థమైంది. బేసిక్ గా శివ అన్నది సినోనిమ్ కింద మనం వాడతాం అక్కడ ఇక్కడికి, కానీ అది కాదు. సదాశివ is one who is above.
Sadashiva is a complete different thing, but Shiva which we are using in this material world, out of this is Rudra. Out of Rudras, one Rudra is.
And అది annihilate అవుతుంది అన్నమాట at the time of Sarga.
Yes.
Okay. అర్థమైంది ప్రభుజీ. బట్ ఈ సదాశివ గురించి ఇట్ ఈస్ నోవేర్ మెన్షన్ ఇన్ ద భాగవతం ప్రభుజీ, దట్ బ్రహ్మజ్యోతి పైన ఉన్నది.
Bhagavatam it is not given Mataji, in many other scriptures it is given, but we are readers of Bhagavatam, so we will concentrate on this only.
Okay ప్రభుజీ, thank you.
Prabhuji can conclude the call. Thank you.
Yeah, end with prayers.
Thank you Prabhuji and Mataji for joining today's Srimad Bhagavatam reading call. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrind ki jai. Srila Prabhupada book reading ki jai. Srila Prabhupada book distribution ki jai. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Dandavat. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji and Prabhuji.
Okay, Mataji.